What is going on, you guys? I'm Mike.
I'm Bree.
Welcome to Fracture Compass, and today we are kind of excited for a couple reasons. Number one is that we got a little taste of Halloween Horror Night news.
We did.
Yeah.
But first, do you want to talk about this weekend?
Oh yeah, let's talk about this weekend real quick.
Let's talk about this weekend real quick.
Yeah. We went to HHN.
We went to HHN. You went on Sunday.
Yeah.
I went on Saturday. I met people. Thank you for coming up and saying hi to me. Because that was awesome.
Yeah. There was no one at the convention when I went.
Oh.
And unfortunately, I wish I could have gone on Saturday, but I did have to work, and so it just didn't. The cosmic balances just didn't line up on us.
But that's okay, because we both got to experience it.
Yeah.
And last year, HauntX was very small, and I was, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest because a lot of people come up to us and they say, "You guys are really honest," and I'm like, "Oh, I think we're really nice sometimes," but. I would be honest, I was kind of not excited to go back this year because I was like, oh, it's kind of small. There wasn't really, anything that I liked or whatever. But, I was like, let's just go. Let's give it a second chance.
Yeah.
So glad I did.
Good.
Because, wow, I was pleasantly surprised. They have upgraded they upgraded everything. The vendors there were amazing. They had a lot of cool stuff. And they even had a little mini escape box that we both tried.
Yeah, and we both escaped from, too.
Yes! Yeah. I mean, it was so close.
Yeah.
I think I cooked a little bit.
Well, and also I think both of our parties only had 2 people.
Oh, we had, a tiny little community by the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
We did. We had,
Jen, Ruth, me at the very end, and some random dude that was totally
some rando that was just like, oh, here's the code, and we're like, okay, well, because for some reason, the numbers weren't showing up, kind of weird, and
oh,
so
weird.
We were reading it funny. It was
it was
Well, it was just me and Arl.
But you guys did it, so good on you.
I guess. But HauntX was really fun. This was my first year going. I enjoyed it because it was just a little slice of Halloween in the middle of February, or the end of February.
It really was.
And it kind of just got me so pumped and just back in the right mindset of, yeah, Halloween, it's going to happen. Sometimes I think when it's wintertime at the beginning of the year, it just Halloween seems so far. It's almost like...
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you get that little taste, you're like, oh, I want so much more.
Yeah.
You have to have it.
And so what better way to, kind of keep that snowball rolling with this news that Universal Studios let out to us.
That's right.
2 very big announcements. So let's talk about it. You want to start off?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, the Walking Dead Maze attraction is closing March 4th. So if you want to get out there and see the attraction before it closes, please go out there before March 4th or on March 4th.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious because I'm wondering if they're going to do something on March 4th.
Yeah.
Like maybe all the zombies are going to break out and storm the lot like the very last guest. Like they do a horde. In Infected, we used to do a horde, the last guest that would walk out, all the zombies would gather and we'd open up the theater doors and we'd horde them.
Yeah.
How amazing would that be?
I
don't know, though.
I would certainly like that, at least just one last hurrah, or have people dress up as certain characters and go through that maze experience. I will say that this was hands down a very short-lived attraction.
It was.
It did not exist for a long time.
Good question. Did it outlast Van Helsing? Did it outlast House of Horrors? Did it outlast...
No, those were all...
House of Horrors was a long time.
Was it?
Yeah.
The Mummy was even longer than this,
Really?
I think.
I know House of Horrors. It was House of Horrors for a while.
I know that it was there, but they kept changing the theme, but did the theme stick for the amount of time that Walking Dead did?
So I know House of Horrors for sure because I went a lot and it was constantly there. I'm not sure about the Mummy because I only remember 2 years of the Mummy or so. And then it turned to Van Helsing. I just know that everything that they've put in there has not stayed. And the House of Horrors was the one thing that stayed because it had all the kind of the Universal monsters.
And I loved it. That was so much fun.
It was really good. I loved every moment of that. I even loved the Mummy. The Mummy was awesome because I remember walking across the bridge and you had Rick holding on and screaming.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the spiral. Because that's showcased in all of them, but I remember, or maybe that's the tram I'm thinking of. I was a peanut when that Mummy Maze
I
was
don't
out.
remember a spiral in the Mummy Maze, but there was on the tram.
There was on the tram.
Yeah,
there wasn't
on the tram.
Okay,
The
you're right.
Mummy had the original like long hallway with the statues, and you didn't know which one was real.
Yeah.
That's
and then
right.
Van Helsing had the giant werewolf
Yes.
on a bungee cord at the very end that would chase people out.
Yeah.
So everything that they've done inside that building has been great, but I think this is the end, guys. Literally, this is the end because Secret Life of Pets is taking over, and that is why it is closing. Okay?
Which is so sad because that is such an awesome space to occupy for a year-long attraction that's spooky.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, again, I haven't been on Secret Life of Pets, obviously, and I hope it really brings it, but...
I don't think it's open. Is it open? It's not open.
No, I'm not saying it's open.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, obviously I haven't been on it because it's not open.
Right.
And I just hope that it really brings it because it's going to be occupying a space that's really near and dear to us. Like, that was where the walk-through haunted attraction year-round was.
Yeah, and it always was.
Yeah.
Life of Pets opens March 27th, 2020.
There you go.
With virtual line technology, so I think they're doing something similar to Rise.
Or the Jimmy Fallon ride too, possibly.
Okay.
But I think, like, I don't know, it's...
I'm totally down for these virtual queue things, but there's a little part of me, just a little old school slice of me that just says, like, can I just get in line?
I will wait 4 hours if I have to. Can I just wait?
I know.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Honestly, I get
because it's
it.
a little bit more stressful, because, like, if it's a virtual queue, there's never a guarantee that you can get on it.
No.
But yeah, so again, we're kind of sad to see The Walking Dead go, but now hear me out, and don't come at me on those comments, okay? That's your area down there, and this is our area up here, okay? As long as we have a truce, that's cool. But I called The Walking Dead being closed down because it was just not a very popular attraction, and honestly, they stopped running it, like, all day. There were certain times where it would open, and it was just lacking a lot of love. I feel like, you know, the sets were there, the scare actors were sparse and few between, it relied a lot on animatronics, but when it comes down to it, it did not match the quality of Van Helsing, House of Horrors, or anything else that was there. It was very short. It was like a 2-minute walkthrough at best. So, you know, I'm sad to see it go to something as Secret Life of Pets. You know, it's no longer going to be used and utilized as a walk-through attraction. That part is sad to me, but I'm not necessarily sad that The Walking Dead is leaving because I'm okay with that. I'm done with it. It just wasn't my favorite experience.
It's been going on for some time.
But is it leaving?
Now that's what we're getting into.
Yes.
Universal recently said in a statement that we will see the return of Walking Dead at this year's lineup at Halloween Horror Nights, and in my head I went, fuck.
No, I agree. Do you really want to know what my heart kind of like?
No, they're here for honesty.
I know. My heart was like, please don't bring back the Terror Tram.
Oh, I know.
Because remember how we had discussed last year that the Walking Dead had fit inside the Terror Tram area, like you had that apocalyptic feel throughout it, and it was perfect. And then we got rid of it last year, and we were like, perfect, because nothing had really lived up to that Walking Dead moment. So
and 2 mazes were there.
Right. So now, where are we going to put this? And what are we just going to go with a general Walking Dead theme, or are we going to go into the later seasons of The Walking Dead? Are we going to see Negan? Like, what is going to go happen?
Yes, and it's also important to note that just because they said The Walking Dead will be returning doesn't necessarily mean it will turn as a maze, though that's the feeling I have. It could be a scare zone. It could be possibly involved with the Terror Tram, but I really hope that they do away with the Terror Tram again this year, because we got 2 awesome mazes from the Terror Tram just not existing, and I want those 2 mazes to be there again, you know? Obviously it'll be a different theme, but they were good space for a maze. You know, we don't necessarily know how The Walking Dead is going to return, but if it returns as a maze, me personally, that is not going to be the hype or the reason why I will go to Halloween Horror Nights, because I've seen The Walking Dead for quite some time now. I think 2012, it was in season 2 maze, and it's been kind of like existing from there on out, and that's 8 years of Walking Dead that, you know, I'm moved on. I moved on. It's not a reason for me to go to Halloween Horror Nights because like, oh, The Walking Dead's gonna be there. Now, there's a lot of people out there that love The Walking Dead, and I'm sure that, you know, you guys are gonna be coming at me with a fiery vengeance in the comments down below, but it's just my personal opinion. I'm over it. What about you?
I mean, honestly, I would rather, instead of, if they're gonna put zombies into Halloween Horror Nights this year, I would rather see Zombieland zombies, Zombieland 2. I would even rather see an original maze.
Yeah.
That has zombies in it. I mean, what can you do with the zombie apocalypse that we haven't already seen? But I'm sure there's somebody out there that has a creative head that says, okay, we can do this. Maybe you go into a circus and everybody has turned into zombies, including like the horses and the elephants and the...
That would be sick.
And the ringmaster and whatever. I don't know.
Or, you know, this is like a real stretch, but wouldn't that be amazing if it was like The Last of Us maze? Because that's coming out this year. Where it's like a fungus kind of zombie situation, right? And you have to breathe in the spores. But that's, again, far-fetched.
Far-fetched, because I feel like they did say you are going to experience The Walking Dead. So I feel like that kind of puts it...
Oh, be careful. Spider.
I was like, there's a shot. That kind of puts it into a little box.
Yeah, and you never know. The new maze that comes out, if it is a maze or whatever they're going to do, it could be our favorite thing this year. You know, like they could just really knock it out of the park. I think what this video is just about really is just to express like, okay, The Walking Dead's back. It's not really like an announcement that gets me super overly hyped. You know, I don't know. Am I being bad? I'm sorry, guys.
No. This is what they're here for.
This is an honest opinion.
This is honest opinion, and it is just an opinion. We would love to hear your guys' opinion about what is going on. Because this is basically the start of announcements.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I don't know if they meant to announce that, but she did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, guys, is that we're going to be really focusing on, you know, just the announcements and what is true.
Yeah.
On the channel.
Yeah.
But we love to speculate just as much as anybody, but we're really going to be talking like when there's something to talk about. We want meat and potatoes right now.
And unless we see something like that, say for instance, we go to Universal and we see a facade that's clearly like, you know, okay, we know what it is, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be like, I think, doing guessing games on like what this construction of this facade looks like. You know, like I remember last year, the flowers that we saw where the Creepshow area maze was, we kept thinking like, we were coming off with all kinds of crazy suggestions, and I don't think we're going to be doing that this year. I think once we get something really concrete, like, oh, yep, that's what it is, we'll talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
Or we'll wait till the announcement.
And we're not saying, like, as we're talking about it, we might be like, and there might be something else, but it's going to be a meat and potatoes kind of video, because we want the community to talk about what is concrete, what they actually have released, and what we've gone. So, like, last year, we were like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, there's the
tent.
The tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another example was Shadowlands. Shadowlands was put up, and it was very clear to see from public view, from the accelerator queue, like, it's gonna be Shadowlands.
Devil's Den 3D. We knew exactly what that maze was.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, I mean, I think this is just like, I'm excited because this officially means that, like, you know, Halloween is kind of on our radar and we're going to get back into the swing of things, and I've missed it, so.
I have as well.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please comment down below your opinions of what's going on in HHN, what's going on with The Walking Dead.
Yeah. And, you know, go ahead and subscribe if you guys haven't. Thank you guys very much for watching, and always be ready.
Because you never know, your compass will take you. Bye!